ramp was down and the men were trying to get off of it. And tracer bullets were zipping off the ramp. So we're gonna catch hell.
And we fought the first major battle of the war in Vietnam. And it was a tough fight, but I had good men. They were well-trained, they were a family.
Nurses have always been with our soldiers through every single war. Our gift was just being there with them and being their mom or being their friend, that they didn't die alone.
There's a famous letter that General William Tecumseh Sherman wrote to his friend General Ulysses S. Grant at the end of the Civil War. And he said, "I knew if I got in trouble, you would come for me if alive." That's the unwritten contract between soldiers.
It takes a lot of grit to be a soldier's wife. It can be a wonderful, wonderful adventure, but you also must realize that it can be a terrible tragedy.
Soldiers don't want to die, but they're willing to die. They're willing to give up everything they care about. They're willing to give up a full life, friends, the opportunity to be a parent, the opportunity to have love in their life. They're willing to do all of that. They do it for one another.
When you raise your right hand, you swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States and defend the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And that hasn't changed. I don't think that's changed since 1775.
I was proud to serve. It's my country, and I will do anything to defend it.
Army is also the carrier of our culture in some ways. That simple expression of duty, honor, and country is something we sometimes get away from, but the Army never gets away from it. And as long as the Army doesn't get away from it, we'll continue to train wonderful young men and women, and we will never fail to need those virtues in our public life.
It's an experience that I treasure and cherish. When I took that oath, it made me very proud to know that I was considered a full-fledged American, fit to serve and to participate in the defense of our country.
It's not your normal 9 to 5. I mean, you know that at any time you can be called upon to go somewhere and do a job, a job that a lot of people don't want to do, and you're doing that job so that others can enjoy the freedoms of our country.
Every battle has thousands of individuals making unique contributions. We need a facility that can capture and tell those stories about those ordinary people doing extraordinary things for history and for the American people.
Theme for our museum is service and sacrifice. We want to honor the service of our soldiers and veterans, and we want to be able to inspire our soldiers of today. We want to educate Americans. We want to make sure that we preserve our heritage, because the items of our heritage are what give us credibility to tell the stories of our soldiers.